So I get a call at work, I think it was a Monday, from Harrison. Hey, Dad, you're going to be a grandpa. I'm like, oh, congratulations. I go, did you tell your mother? He goes, no. I go, what? I had a really good time
last night. Can you believe 8 months ago we were blacking out on tequila and now you're about to have a natural home birth?
Honestly, I can't believe it. Like, it's just wild. I feel like if we just reflect on the last 13 years.
Blackout to being a mama and then an auntie.
I know, it is wild. And I'm excited for the journey. I'm excited for, like, us in this new season. You know, like, just going from all of our travels and just all the times that we had to now, I feel like going into, like,
motherhood.
Becoming pregnant and watching you get excited about me being pregnant.
Yeah.
It's just wild. We always knew it was going to happen.
It's just kind of, like, weird that it did. It's just, like, an odd feeling still. Like, I am like, how are you about to, like, have a baby?
I'm actually having a home birth in this apartment. Like, it's happening.
Right here.
Like, I'm going to have a whole tub in this 800 square feet apartment. A water birth, you know? Like, just...
What makes you most excited about that?
I feel like I always knew I was going to be doing it this way. Yeah. Like, I always knew I wanted a natural home birth, and I was scared to say that because I knew I had to stand on that. Yeah. Because when you say something like that, you're like, well, I got to do it.
You get a lot of likes.
And so, these last 8 months, I've just been preparing that I think, too, like, people that know me from our past and just... Now I'm just, hey, I'm having a home birth, I'm pregnant, and it's gonna, you know, it's like from one character to the next.
Yeah.
You know?
You didn't skip a beat. Just
no.
Like boom, boom.
It's just wild. So let me ask you, how did you feel? Because we had just been getting blacked out.
Yes.
Literally the week of.
Yep.
Okay? I just went through a birthday.
Yes, your birthday weekend.
And then, how did you feel when I called you and told you I was pregnant?
I stood straight up whenever you said Chloe, and I was just like, you never say my full name? So I just, like, knew something was up.
Wait, where were you?
I was at home in my bed drinking my coffee, about to get, like, ready for work. And I just, like, immediately put my cup down, and I was like, okay. I just got up, my heart sank, and I was like, it's going to be fine. But I was low-key freaking out. And I just, like, knelt down, and I was like, okay, she's pregnant, But I do feel like we both knew. 100%.
I kept saying it. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why, you know, the events prior to was the lesson a baby. The
whole time you kept saying that, and I was just like, and I knew,
it's
and
like,
you knew.
It's like my subconscious knew, like, I was pregnant, you know? And I think it was, the interesting thing about, like, having this journey and then becoming pregnant in not a, I guess, conventional way is like, you're like kind of mourning a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of felt sad in a way to tell, like, you, and, like, because I knew that life was going to just be completely different.
Changed.
Not just for me, but for you, which is crazy. But yeah, it is just, what a journey.
I know, it's wild because it's just like it all just kind of stops. Like, no matter that, even though it's not stopping, it's stopping because it's like you're my person that I go to, and, like, we travel together, we do all these things together, and then all of a sudden I'm like, she's pregnant, I'm pregnant now too, so I can't take a trip without my partner, but I can, but it's fine, and it's just part of life, and these things happen, but...
Besides Dad, you were, like, the first person I was like, I am calling Chloe right now. And it makes me like, I know that life has changed for you.
Yeah.
And, like,
but
I even told...
in the best way.
Yeah, in the best way. But I even told, like, a good girlfriend of mine, like, not just my life, but, like, I felt bad in a way because I knew that you don't hardly, like, you're not gonna, like, you can travel with whomever.
Yeah.
But, like, our travels that first 10 years that we were able to do that, they were just so special. We could just get up and go.
We're like, hey, like, we found a flight, let's go. And we would just book it. And then that was it.
Yeah.
Then we had our birthday trips, everything like that.
Yeah. I'm so glad we had Turks and Caicos in May
Oh.
because that was our
finale trip. Like honestly, it was the finale. It was the best trip we probably have ever taken.
That was our finale trip. That was something that I'm so grateful that we have. Obviously, we can,
take the baby home with Dada and take a little girls trip.
Yes, we can do that. It's just, but yeah, I just feel like the last 8 months has been the most stressful, the most overwhelming, but the most beautiful.
So
and
beautiful.
Saturday, the baby shower.
Yes.
You did an amazing job.
Thank you.
Can't believe you had it in you.
We had a team. It was
yes, and we had so many people come in. We had some good family fly in.
Yes.
Should we bring on a couple special guests regarding the baby shower?
Absolutely.
It's not only affecting all of us, but everyone around us. How it feels to become grandma and grandpa.
We have Papa Dan and
Michelle, Grandma Michelle, I guess.
Mama Michelle. Thanks for being our very first special guest on the show.
Well, thank you.
of course.
We're special guests because we flew in from Detroit to be here, and we wouldn't miss it for anything. And you have such an amazing village surrounding you that I feel very calm in this whole process now, because I know, even though half of the baby's family is going to be far away, you are surrounded by love. Absolutely. The shower was amazing. We came in for the shower, and
I'm so glad you guys could make it.
Was it about 30 people there?
Yeah, it was like almost 40.
It was a good crowd.
Like 40.
And it was in your mom and dad's home. And it was just, everybody's so kind, and they're ready to all drop everything.
So loved.
Yeah,
I agree. I was actually really surprised on the amount of people that showed up and were so involved. Not that I know you have a good squad behind you, but it's just crazy.
The extended squad is very impressive. It is really people that aren't even family members, but they've grown up with you are oh, we're traveling 4 hours. We will be there.
I know, it's really cool.
So.
Yeah. Any highlights from the shower? What do you think the best highlight of the shower was for you?
80 degrees.
Amen to that.
Dan stood in the sun the whole time.
80 degrees, baby. Well,
that was great meeting your family. It was awesome. And Sexy Lexi.
Sexy Lexi.
The Hudson's building. That's how I remembered your father's name. There's a Hudson's building.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's great. Yeah.
I love
Jimmy,
it.
right? Your son, or your brother Jimmy, right?
Levi.
Levi. That's close. Huh?
Close. Yep.
2 out of 3.
You know, he would love that, actually, Jimmy. I like that.
I've called him Jimmy before.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you guys were here and met the family. I feel like, too, it's we're all meshing, too. So it's we've got to all get to know each other.
We do, because no matter what, we are all connected for our lifetime with this new baby.
Yes,
absolutely.
I know. Very, very cool.
It's the best.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, how did you find out that this is going to be the first grandbaby?
Yeah, I think Dan has a confession.
Yeah, I want to hear Dan's story first.
And I was taking this to the grave, but.
Yeah, and that's not what you do after 40 years of marriage.
Yeah. So I get a call at work, I think it was a Monday, from Harrison. Hey, Dad, you're going to be a grandpa. I'm like, oh, congratulations. I go, did you tell your mother? He goes, no. I go, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you out of your mind? Why would you give me this information? How am I? So for the next 3 days, I'm texting.
3 days?
I'm calling him.
3 days?
And then he would call you, and I'm like, oh, cool. I'm off the hook. And then he didn't say anything. I'm like, dude, you're killing me. You're killing me. How am I supposed to keep a secret like this? Your mother's going to kill me either way. So it's the first time she heard the story. I would have taken it to the grave, but
now you know.
It was a good context story. So.
I have huge FOMO on anything. For example, Dan took Harrison when he was a baby one day he was watching him for the day, and I should have been thrilled that he got him out of the house and took him to a place called Domino Farms.
Yeah.
But I was so mad because I didn't get to see Harrison's first time he saw a cow and first time he saw a chicken. And
so when he called,
so the fact that he told you first.
3 days later, and I'm texting and go, dude, this is not
Why
funny.
3 days?
I don't know. I should have been that like a half hour later or whatever. So then
There's a lot of people in trouble right now, not just you.
You get the call. I remember seeing the office. I go, oh, Harrison. I go, fine, he's going to tell her. So I ran outside because I didn't want to give anything away. And I'm like, come on, this is big stuff. So I run outside and I'm sitting there, and then Michelle, you told her, and then I just remember sitting on the stairs at our porch, and you got a smile like out here, man. And I knew, I'm like, whew. Wow, man, that was 3 days of hell trying to keep that secret that I would love to tell you, but I would have got my head
and I have to say,
you put me in a bad situation.
My son, who knows better, knows never not to tell me first. Like,
I don't. That was not
in our
a good
family.
thing.
You have to tell me
You
first.
put me
like,
in harm's way. It was a no-win situation at all.
It still is a no-win situation.
But it's on camera. If I get killed after this, at least
we know
we know what happened. We know what happened.
I have other ways of getting it.
This is exciting.
Well, so for me, I got that call, and the first Harrison said, "Hey, we want to know, what do you want to be called for Grandma?" And the first, I said, "Wait, what?" That was my first reaction. And I said, "Yeah," and I said, "Really?" And honestly, I think the second thing out of my mouth was, I looked at Hannah and I said, "Are you happy?" Because that was more important to me than anything. I just needed to make sure that you were okay, because that's the most important thing. Your mental health has to be good to take this journey on. And so that was my first question.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yep, that was like my first. And you smiled. You said, "I'm good." And I'm like, okay. Then I could go on. I didn't want to be jumping up and down and doing cartwheels until I was sure that you were okay. Truly, and that's on camera. I got witnesses.
Yeah, that was a wild time.
Yeah, it was hard.
It feels like yesterday, honestly.
Truly.
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday. Time is going by so fast. What are you guys looking forward to most becoming grandparents?
Oh, that's a good question.
You guys bringing the family up with the baby, of course, up north. That would be fun.
Yeah, bringing.
That's really a special place up there, and a lot of stuff to do, as you know.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, just I think the vacation time, like I work way too much, so does he, and we truly never stop working. We came down here for these 3 days, and it's killing me because I'm a CPA. It's tax season, and I'm taking and I tried to work yesterday and I couldn't. It was just too hard with the distractions. So what I'm looking forward to is taking literally and doing that. When I'm with when I was with my kids, same thing. I worked part-time, and the days I had off, I was off, and I was on the ground playing with them. It was none of this sticking, like I didn't stick him in front of the TV. It was all about, if it's nice weather, we're outside. If it's not nice weather, we're running around, whatever. I am looking forward to those times again where I'm truly engaged and not having that email going off.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess that's what I'm looking forward to.
Sweet. I'm so excited that we can the family time
and sharing, all the things that I'm passionate and excited about with someone new. So, and this someone is someone that's going to be part of my life forever.
Isn't that crazy? You guys are going to have a little nugget.
And also, too, I was thinking the other day, I was like, I feel like, because I'm becoming closer to you guys, obviously, but also to Chloe. Like Chloe comes with me,
Oh, yeah.
So you guys have been like
Package.
Yeah, it's like a package deal. Like last night, Saturday night we were at Regines, and Chloe was just chatting and sitting with Dan. I was like, it's just like we've always been that pact. I don't know if you feel that, but I feel like y'all didn't just get me, but you have this.
Oh no! When we were planning. She was planning the shower, and I was sharing pictures, and then we were like, oh, we've got to come down. Hannah's got to do this, and we're like, we're going to do a team thing to get her to do this. So
yeah, I'm very.
But
excited.
I also want that for you whenever this is I'm in this position. You're going to be just as close to my people, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you'll be just as close. So it's going to be.
Yeah, you definitely. Bond. I would say you're definitely a package. Yeah. And if I can't get a hold of you, I call Chloe. Now I got Chloe's number.
Yeah, it's a package. It's a package deal. Yeah. So I hope everyone's okay with that.
Yeah, we're thrilled to death. I mean, you guys really turned out.
First grandchild on both sides.
We're really thrilled, Michelle and I, for the past 2 days, meeting the family and everything. So, and you guys like alcohol, like the halls, so it's all good.
Oh, my family, they love to party.
Oh, love
We
it.
just all partiers, which is good. We love tequila, so it's the perfect
I don't get
match.
out much, but when I do, I try to make the best of it.
Hey,
so.
when Dan gets out,
good time.
So the other
He's
day
Dan
we
the
went,
man.
we went to Regina's, and it was what a cool venue. And I was tired. We had traveled. We literally got off the plane and went straight to your shower.
Yeah.
So there was a long day, and then we went out for dinner, and then we were listening to this wonderful band. But when the band ended at 11, I'm like, I cashed out. I was ready to go, and Dan goes, I'm not leaving. And he stayed for a couple more hours with you.
He said, Chloe said shots. He's staying. He is
I
staying.
told him to take a shot. So
Those girls kept bothering me, but I had to get through
Those
them.
girls were trying to take you home, Dan.
I was
so.
like, Dan, do we know these girls? He said, yeah, they're my friends. I was like, perfect.
So the official 8-week countdown is on to baby. We're just gonna be going over just like our best moments, not just baby moments, you know, just when we were living our best life. Because we had some times.
We've got a lot of
A
time.
little Vegas trips, little Miami trips, you know, and then some Dallas night. And then we're gonna get into like you and what you're doing now that you're on anti mode, but you're also still in the streets.
Oh, the best of both worlds, baby. Stay tuned on the next episode of Bun and C to find out who Bun is and how she got knocked up.
And on this season, we're gonna find out about who Chloe is and have so many special guests on. Might even see our hometown.
And you're gonna meet the best special guest ever, the
Da-bu-dee-da, da-bu-da-da, about to be a brand new father. Finally, and you know I drown without you, babe. Finally, and you know I drown without you, babe.